Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Talk NFT, where we talk all things Web3. Super excited today to have on Gianfranco Lopane. He's the president of Habytat. It is a premier metaverse platform and a privacy-first social network. I'm not going to do much explanation about it, so G, I know G, short for Gianfranco.
Yeah.
Tell us about your background and what kind of inspired you for Web3.
No, great. First of all, thank you for having me here. Actually, my background it goes back in the time. So I started everything in the crypto space back in 2012. When everything started, basically, the only thing around was Bitcoin, probably one or two coins over there. I saw the birth of Ethereum and many other coins. I was in the 2017 crypto craze, the ICO craze, where people were investing a bunch of money. And when in 2017, actually, when everything started in my, let's call it metaverse career, because I have an MBA in marketing, and because I love the crypto space, I just want to combine both. How can I run ads in the metaverse? Back in the days, what was even called metaverse? People were calling it AR, VR, And with the ICO craze, the ERC 20 tokens, was like the only way that I can run ads in the metaverse. So I was kind of ahead of my time. So basically, I waited until 2021 when the NFT came, because with the NFTs, what happened was that we created what is they call a NFT dynamic, which means it's like a television as an NFT. So I can change the content of the NFT anytime we want. Right. So that was the only way how to run ads in the metaverse, So we created a great platform called Venview back in 2021, 2022. But we find out one problem with the metaverse. And what's the biggest problem with the metaverse in the moment? There's no one there.
No one there. Probably right.
Yeah, it's incredible how companies out there like Decentraland, Sandbox, and CryptoBoxes, they made millions and millions of dollars just selling properties. But here's the thing, the metaverse is good. What they were doing, it was like I'll say the beginning of the metaverse. But here's the thing: just to get to the masses, you have to do something that masses can understand. Because you and I and people that are listening to us right now, we understand NFTs. We understand how to manage a wallet. Right, we understand that we have to keep our 24 phrases. But when you get someone like my mother, just 60-something years old, she doesn't remember her Gmail password. How can she remember 24 phrases? You know what I'm saying? So that's when we come up with the idea of the Habytat, which is our metaverse. And we're solving three problems in the metaverse, which is currently. One, the biggest problem is it's kind of cartoony, so you're like living in Flintstone land or the Jackson land. So what we do is we created a almost photorealistic metaverse, so people can say, oh, I'm in the metaverse, okay? Second is, I think is the biggest problem with the metaverse is, how can I get to the metaverse? People are asking, 99% of the people out there asking, how can I get there? So we created a mobile app. So you go to your Apple store, you go to the Google store, you type in Habytat, Habytat, and then you download it and you are in the metaverse right there. And you know what the coolest part is? That we're giving away free NFT, okay? So we're giving you a free land, a free house, which is going to be an NFT deeded to the owner that you can pass that on to future generations. So it's yours. Your information is yours. Your data is yours. So it's the beauty of NFT and Web3,
Wow. So yeah, those were my list of questions. I think you answered it before I even asked it. Yeah. And the launch is actually coming up soon, right? You guys have the app available for download. And yes. NFT Land is coming soon.
Correct. So May 11, Thursday, May 11 is the official launch. So just go to the store, download it, get your free NFT, and let's populate Geniuz City.
Awesome. So Metaverse was such a hot thing in 2022, as you know. Everyone was in there. There was fashion shows in there. There was concerts in there. and there was a lot of activity. And I haven't followed it as much as I had last year. What's going on now? Is it like, our brand's still there? Is there a next step on it? I know that you have a lot of things that you want to get fixed here. So how are we going to fix it? How are we going to get people on board? I know mobile is one of it. What's next?
So just giving the possibility for people getting to the metaverse from their mobile phone without spending much money on headsets and stuff, it's gonna go to the masses. 5 billion people around the world have phones in their hands. So just downloading the app, having the metaverse is there. So we focus more. We are a Web5 company, just so you know. And Web5 means we combine Web3 with Web2. Combined with Web5.
Oh, that makes sense.
So we're giving away, like, for example, we're creating wallets, internal wallet for people, and if they lost the 24 phrases or the key phrase, we can have that in different places for regular people, and that's what makes us Web5, and just making this accessible for every single person around the world. We're gonna bring brands, okay. That I can tell that, yes, we are the biggest metaverse out there. We got 3, 4, 5, 10, 20 million people. Let's do it here. Because here's the thing with the metaverse. We have to look at the metaverse as the continuation of social media and web and the actual web. So it's the next web. So instead of scrolling down on Instagram, why not going immersed, watching an ad or test drive a vehicle so you can see it from the inside, from the outside. That's the beauty of the metaverse. So the metaverse is here to stay. I know there's a lot of bad publicity out there, but it's because people don't understand. Same thing happened in 1995 with the internet. People are saying, "Oh, what I need internet, or what I need to send an email if I can send a postcard." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And look where we are right now.
Yeah. I spend all my time on internet.
Yeah, everyone right now,
Right. It looks like you guys have already started your first project. You're in Miami, and I've been to Miami a handful of times. Tell us about the Wynwood Arts District project that you guys have already implemented.
Yeah, so when you get your house and your property, okay, you have a teletransporter that will go to Geniuz City. So Geniuz City is the first open world, which is inspired of the city of Miami. And we started in Wynwood. So Wynwood is where you have all the painted walls and the artists and all the good stuff. So what we did is the same thing, we created our Wynwood, so when you get in and if you came to Miami before and you go into our metaverse, you say, "Oh, I've seen that before. So good thing is that we brought the artists. So the artists have their murals, and when you approach one of the murals, you can just click on the mural and tell you who is the artist, and you can go to the Instagram page, Twitter page, and all that. Also we have galleries when you can go in, you can see art, you can see statues, you can see a bunch of stuff, based on the city of Miami. Now in phase 2, what we're doing is we're creating music studios. So let's say like local bands or international bands, they want to have their space. They can just come in. I don't know if you remember MySpace when you went when you came into to the web, and then you listen to the music. Oh, I love that music. Let me save it. And those type of stuff we're gonna start working on right now.
I see. There's so much you can offer there. It's hard not to get just trying to reach every single stone, right? We'll get a little technical, or I'll just ask you a quick technical question.
Sure, yeah, let's do it, yeah.
What blockchain are you guys using, and is there a reason why?
Yeah, so we're using Polygon, we're using Matic, and actually it's because it's cheaper and faster. And at the end of the day, we're giving everything for free, to the people. So we're taking the hit with the costs.
Right. Got it. So there's a lot of metaverses out there, like you mentioned, right? Sandbox and Decentraland and all that stuff. And they're more like, cartoonish to your point. So are you saying the key differentiators, the benefits of Habytat is just a realistic look and feel, like you mirrored the Wynwood districts? What other things might there be?
Yeah, so here, the thing is, like, it's easy to get. It's really easy to access, right? So just having the phone, download the app, you're there, because it's simple and it's free at the end of the day. Sorry, it's all in the app stores and allow for easy and it's accessibility to Habitat is really easy. It's not complicated and not technical barrier like having a VR headset and all that, right? So giving away also free NFT data, land, and access just make you a owner of something, because at the end of the day, that's what people cares about. What's in it for me, right? So if you're giving away a free land and a free house, you say, you know what, I can have a place in the metaverse. And you can be a proud owner saying, oh, I have a house in the metaverse. You can invite people and have your private gatherings, right? So also you have active and engaging content because we're going to make it easy for people to come in. If you go now to the Habitat, you will see a bunch of people just walking around talking with other people because it's easy to access, We're going to constant organize fun perks that people want to see, because we're starting also in 4 weeks. We're going to give away AI-powered pets so you can interact with and take care of, which is really cool. It's like back in the days, the Tamagotchi, you remember?
Yeah.
So now it's something that you can have in the metaverse that you can just touch it, take care of it, teach you trick and stuff. And like you said at the beginning, we're putting user privacy and security first. So giving users the ownership of their data, because their house and property is your data. So you're gonna own it. And let's say it's like the completely opposite of the contrast. What is the Web 2 right now?
Yeah, owning that is definitely important. You did mention, I'm going to go back previously, you mentioned a little bit about dynamic. I wasn't sure if you mentioned dynamic NFTs. Did I hear that correctly?
Yes. So what that means is, like, for example, I can have a Tesla. So Tesla comes and say, okay, G, I want you to show my new, I don't know, S model. So I can put 500 S models throughout the whole metaverse, right? So people can interact with. They can go in, I can show you the heat map and all that. And let's say that's over. And then it comes Ford with a new Bronco. And they say, oh, I want to have 500 Broncos. I can change the content of the NFT that I already have into the new NFT, like a Ford Bronco. So it's more or less like a TV that you're just changing the channels, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot about dynamic NFTs and working with oracles like Chainlink and whatnot. So I think that's like the new NFT. Is just because who wants the static NFT with the same metadata? I guess some things like artwork maybe, but it seems like dynamic NFTs are going to be the wave of the future. And interesting to see that you're already incorporating it into your metaverse. That's really cool.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And that way, let's say for ad companies that they want to share revenue with Web3 people, having that dynamic NFT is a way to earn you money. You're showing different ads. It's like you're putting an ad on your property and you change the message every month, and you get like different revenue for different publishers. Is just great.
Right, and you've been doing that dynamic NFT well before it became mainstream. It seems like years ago, right?
Yeah. So I started with ERC20 back in 17, and now with NFTs, it's easier to make it dynamic. And actually in DatChat, which is my parent company, we have one of the patents for dynamic NFTs. So like the companies that they want to implement that, it's our actually patent,
Interesting. Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Your parent company is a Nasdaq listed company, and how that communication platform kind of fit in here. But I think you answered it on a high level that it's just a security and proprietary,
correct.
Specifically that dynamic NFT and how to secure it, because security is a big thing for a lot of people, and a lot of us don't even know how it operates within Web 2, let alone Web 3.
Right, and that my parent company is DatChat. Is focused in security, basically. And that's why our subsidiary, which is the Smarterverse, which is the owner of the Habitat, we focus more in the metaverse stuff. Also, with our background of security.
So yeah, tell us a little bit more about Geniuz City, a unique name. Are these other platforms that I hate to compare, but they kind of, the old school, they already launched certain types of gamification, tokenomics. Are you guys looking to implement those same things, or just you're steering clear of that?
No, here's the thing, because we're a Nasdaq company. We already got stock in the stock exchange. The SEC will not allow us to create like tokens and stuff outside the platform, because we're creating actually money, which is illegal for a stock exchange company, for a publicly traded company. So what we're doing is our model is completely different of what is outside. Like, for example, the Metaverse model is, okay, I'm going to create a Metaverse and I'm going to sell the land to people. They can buy it and then they can build on top of it. We're not making it that way. We believe just to get to the masses, we have to give away the free land so people can have that ownership at the beginning, and they can do a free will what they want, and this is the way to make it correct and to make the Metaverse for everyone, because I don't see other ways. Because let's say if you go down the street and you see a John Doe that doesn't know about crypto, doesn't know about wallet, and then you're trying to explain the Metaverse and they ask you, how can you get there? Let's put an example of Sandbox or Decentraland. You have to have a computer, download that in computer. Then you have to have a wallet, and then it's too convoluted for the regular people. But if you put in the mobile phone and you create a wallet for them, and you give away the free NFT, it's a no-brainer for the regular John Doe just to join us.
Yeah. It definitely seems the process has changed. Like you mentioned, people are not trying to, sell land anymore. Or actually, you're the first Metaverse that I've talked to that's not trying to go the other way, which is sell NFTs. You're actually giving away NFTs, the free model, and looking to get people on board first, to make sure that they enjoy the Metaverse that you have built out. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So are you going to have a marketplace in the future, because you're giving away these free lands and you're going to give away AI dogs or cats? Are those going for free? Those are airdrop for people for free? Okay.
Those are for free. Those are for free. Everything, dogs and cats in the beginning will be for free. If you have like a weird species of kind of dog, you have to pay for it. Not much. But let's say one of the first dog that we're going to have in the Metaverse is a Shiba Inu. So, the Dogecoin people, the Shiba Inu people, they would love to have their dog there. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be completely free.
I see. And AI powered, AI has been a hot topic recently. Just it's all over the news. I'm sure you see it every single second, every single day.
Sure.
Besides, or we could dive in more into the pets also, but besides powering the pets and whatnot, do you see that powering, like, building the actual Metaverse itself? I imagine it can do it 100%. Very simply.
100%. I see the AI just building new spaces inside the Metaverse itself. Actually, I was discussing with my art director the possibility just to test that. So probably in the near future, like really near future, we're going to have that option. So it can help us build faster,
Yeah, I imagine it could help build metaverses a lot quicker than I don't know the process now. It might be very easy now, but it may be more in depth, maybe like deeper, more expansive, where it would take a week for an individual to build a metaverse.
Right.
AI can do it in a split second. I was very curious, because I see that, or I'm thinking that it could help implement a metaverse a lot faster. For builders, and then for us as users experience, it would be just that much more immersive. And that's what I really want. I want to be immersed into a metaverse. I know you're not doing headsets yet, but maybe is that down the line in the future? Because whenever the average person thinks metaverse, they're thinking that they're immersed into this big virtual world.
Right. But let me tell you, VR headset going to be ready in 6 weeks. So yes, we're gonna be Oculus Store in 6 weeks. So it's down the road too. Now we are launching first beta, which is we call it phase 1. Okay, so in phase 1, you're gonna have your NFT house and you can go to Geniuz City. So phase 2, you're gonna have your dog VR and you're gonna have the music studio, and we're keep on expanding. Phase 3, 4, 5, and so forth.
Okay, so you definitely have things well thought out, because you've been in this industry for quite a while.
Yeah.
And how long have you been working on Habytat? How long is I know it's launching next week, but you've been beta testing. How long has that been? And the reason I asked this question is because I wanted to see kind of like your biggest lessons that you've learned from your beta testers.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me tell you, if there's a world records Guinness of Metaverse build, I'll say we can win it. We had done the whole Metaverse, and we started July last year building it. So yeah, it's 10 months. And having what we have in 10 months is just amazing. You know, when you go in, all the details, all the functionalities that you have, and it's just impressive. You know, myself, I'm the president. I'm on top of this every single day. I'm like, wow, this is impressive to be done in such a time. But here's the thing. Here's the catch. I hired 65 people working on this like from day one. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got that team well established. You know, with the machine oiled. You know, and just working hard every single day. So I'm really proud of my team, and it's kudos to them. So yeah, they have done a really good job.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I did not know it takes that big of a team to build a metaverse, but definitely, I'm not starting any metaverse anytime soon.
It's kind of difficult, though.
Yeah. And has there been any major lessons from the people that's come in and kind of poked around so far?
Yeah, absolutely. So here's the thing. So the major lesson is that people want something their own. Like I told you from the beginning, it's like people want to own something. So people don't want to spend $10,000. People want to go like if you go back to history, in the 1800s when Abraham Lincoln said, "Oh, there's a homesteading. Go west, and I'll give you free land if you go west." It is the same thing now. Yeah. Well, now you're west.
That's true.
So here's the thing: free land, and now how much is the land in the West in the United States? It's worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
a lot of money.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. I'm giving away free land to the first people that are coming in. Can have a value in the future? Who knows? Probably.
Right.
You know. So that's the biggest lesson. Is to give ownership to the people. Okay. Second lesson is people appreciate to be more photorealistic than cartoony, because having a house that looks really good, that you can do stuff like in your real life, it gives you the sense that you really own something. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the ownership too. And also, third thing that I learned is that people want easy stuff. They just want to log in with their Google account. They don't want to put 24 phrases. That's why when you log in, you can log in with your Apple, with your Google, however you want to log in. We're going to make it easy. And also, just to create their avatars, just take a picture of you, and it will create a model of you right away. And you just tweak in here and there, and that's it. So the easiest, the best, the better.
Yeah. I did see online on some of your socials how similar it looked like to the real person, the avatar. So that's great. And just having that is to your point. I definitely personally, my taste is definitely seeing the more realistic version of the metaverse versus the Minecraft and Roblox style for me. So definitely want to see how that kind of transforms in the future, because like things like Unreal Engine coming out and whatnot, things are like even looking better than it is in real life with new technology. And that's where we're heading to. We're starting now on what just go to Habytat, you see it, but we're going there just to see like almost realistic. So that the technology has to get there, because here's another thing, another takeaway that I forgot to mention before is that the technology for the metaverse is not like full force yet. It's limited, and we're working on what we have. But good thing is that every single day that passes, the technology gets better and better. So in a year, what you're going to have from our metaverse is going to be a completely different story. But we're keeping up with the technology and what it's heading, Yeah. No, it's good to hear that you're creating or almost mirroring, in real life locations like Wynwood. That's what attracted me to look into Habytat in the first place, because I've been to Wynwood twice with me and my wife, and I'm like, wow, it'd be great to just walk around there. And if you could do that for other countries and other cities, it'd be great because, I could see that from the comfort of my own home versus, just on a flat screen. Well, it's been great, G. Can you drop us any alpha? What's coming after the pets? I know that you're working on so many phases, but if there's nothing, it's fine. I just wanted to see, we can. Get
so here's the thing, and this is kind of weird because I'm a publicly traded company. If I don't disclose it publicly, I cannot say it. What I can tell you is that you're gonna have so much fun with the pets because the pets you can have like different leashes, different outfit for your pet. You can walk in the city. We're gonna do a dog park, so you can just bring your dog or your cat to the park, so you can interact with different people. Okay, you can do public or private gatherings. You can do conferences. You can do what we are doing right now. We can do it in the metaverse. Okay, so it's so much thing that we're creating that is just. It's just amazing, how the technology is getting us closer, and I promise you, next time that we see each other, we're gonna do this in the metaverse, okay? So you're gonna be one of the first doing that, okay?
Yeah, definitely. Like it's like well, in a nod to the pets, the Web3 world, it's like dog years. So 1 week is like 7 weeks. So in about 6 months from now is going to be a few years. And I'm sure we're going to have a much different conversation, especially since you're launching, by the time people are listening to this, it would already be launched. But, as of today, it's launching tomorrow. So then we can definitely get a unique look and feel and see how that progresses. So definitely look forward to poking around and seeing all the fun stuff and getting you back on because it's going to change in a blink of an eye. And it already has from last year to this year, and who knows what other dynamic NFTs and
who knows where we're going to end, but I'm telling you, this is just the beginning and the metaverse is not a fad. It's something real that it's here now, so or you jump in or you stay on the sidelines. It's you decide. But what I'm telling you right now is I'm giving you a free land and free property. So get yours in Habytat.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'll put the link for all things Habytat down below, the socials and how everyone can get started inside of Habytat.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And it was a pleasure talking to you today.
It's been amazing. Awesome.